Welcome back to the final segment of Investing with Confidence. I am your host, Joshua David. Al, we've had a great day talking about the markets. It's closed, but it's always open in our mind.
Yeah, right. So it is always in our mind, on our mind.
If you happen to miss two tickets for the investing class, call 952-814-4410. You can also register for this class by going online to learnwithota.com. So, Al, we've talked a lot about some of the different hot topics or the headline news today and analyze a couple stocks, but we got to get into a little bit of leverage, but self-directing.
Mhm.
So explain exactly what self-directing is. And when I'm really talking about that, more so in retirement plans, because we have so many people that want to learn more about or understand the tools to self-direct. What does that really mean? And how does somebody get started with that?
Yeah, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's just directing your assets yourself. It's having an investment account, a retirement account, where you're making the decisions, which is really just like your 401k. You're making the decisions there, yet you're paying somebody a fee for the right to make your own decisions.
That doesn't make
It
any
doesn't,
sense.
no,
You
that
kind of
doesn't
said
sound
that, like, what the heck? Why would somebody do that?
right. I was a little, I guess, being a little sarcastic when I said that. No, I was being real sarcastic when I said that. But self-directing eliminates those fees. You're already making the decisions, but you're making decisions based on a limited number of choices, almost all of which can only provide the opportunity to benefit you if the market goes up. The market doesn't always go up. In a self-directed account, you have access to assets that can benefit you, can go up in value when the market goes down. When does the market go faster? Does it go faster up or faster down?
I would say down.
Down, about 3 times faster than it goes up. So you can either see your assets dwindle much faster, or you can see your assets grow much faster if you know how to take advantage of those different movements. And that's what we teach. The number one thing we teach is protection, is asset management, risk management, to make sure that if you're wrong, and you will be wrong, everybody, Warren Buffett is wrong, all of the hedge fund managers are wrong. But when you're wrong, you manage that. It's just like walking across the street. A person that never looks when they walk across the street is probably at some point in time going to get hit by a car or a bus or a bike or a motorcycle. You look both directions. Maybe wait for a walk signal. That's managing that risk. You do the same thing in the markets. And actually, our students have an analysis platform that they use. It's an analysis, education, and decision support system. It's a lot all in one there, where they actually will put in the dollar number that they're willing to risk on any particular trade. So, and if you try to put a trade together that exceeds that, it comes up with a warning and tells you, hey, you're exceeding your risk level. Don't do that. So it helps you control, it actually helps you make a decision based on all of the parameters that are specific to you. But in those self-directed accounts, number one, you eliminate the fees. You have many more choices. You can choose to invest in the leveraged assets, which actually multiply the investment power of every dollar that you have.
So, Al, with self-directing, then it gives people more choices. You are going to be the best steward of your money, not a stranger or a guy or a gal that you like.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a nice guy. I think he's a nice gal, but they're putting everybody in typically the same type of investment strategy. You may have a different objective than somebody else. And that's why we're seeing so many people coming into these investing classes to learn more about self-directing. And that's what you teach and talk about a lot about in these investing classes is what you might have access to when you self-direct, whether you have 401ks or IRAs or maybe just regular trading accounts. But the key there is to eliminate fees. And that's a huge potential of a loss with fees that people have. Eliminate that. So if you want to learn more about self-directing and making better decisions in your accounts, especially retirement accounts, call 952-814-4410 for an investing class that Al teaches right here in Bloomington. 952-814-4410. So Al, there's different vehicles that you use in trading and investing.
Right.
Not Chevy, not Ford, not Honda, but leveraged vehicles. And you were alluding to that a little bit earlier.
Right. Now we're talking about Ferraris and Lamborghinis.
Yeah, there we go. Right, that's what we're not supposed to talk about, right? But So with leverage, what does that allow somebody to do, or what do you have access to with leverage? And can you use that in any type of trading or investment account?
Yeah, well, yes, you can. And leverage really, all of the financially successful people out there are the pros. They use leverage on a regular basis. Very simply put, it's just doing more with less. It's sort of like going to a magic show and you hand a
Uh-oh.
magician a dollar and he hands back $50 or $100. He turns your dollar into $50 or $100.
Poof.
Well, he's not making it disappear. He's increasing the amount. This leverage is the same thing. It's taking your money and it's not giving you that money back, but it's letting you invest in something that is a multiple. It might be 50 times more than your original your investment, your down payment, so to speak. It may be 100 times, but that's where the potential for real returns are. If you are in a situation where maybe you have to catch up, leverage assets are great, and there are a number of them that you can use. You can use them both in upward moving markets, downward moving markets. Even the people that tell you you should just buy and hold something like Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett makes about $8 billion a year using one of these leveraged
It's
assets.
crazy.
Yeah, and I think you would
Do as
find
I say, not as I do, right?
exactly, and I think you'd find almost every pro out there will tell you that leverage is the majority component of what they have. And we're at a point here where we're going to see a massive transfer of wealth coming down the road here. Part of it will be from retirement accounts to their kids, but as maybe as big, if not a larger transfer of wealth is going to be from the accounts of people that don't know what they're doing into the accounts of people that know what they're doing. Where would you rather be? Well, if you want to be in that group where you know what you're doing and have that transfer of wealth come your direction, that requires the proper education, the proper knowledge, but more so it's the ability to use that knowledge properly. That comes from skill building, and that's really where we excel. We are really masters at helping you build the skills to use the knowledge, and that has to come through hands-on experience under the guidance of somebody who does this on a regular basis, who has the experience.
Well, skills are great. So it starts with knowledge, and then you have to build the skills with that knowledge. But you also need those proper tools, Al.
You absolutely
You
do.
need the proper tools, but then the rules within that plan as well. I mean, I talked about earlier, you have to have the proper vehicle to get where you want to be, whatever your objective is. You're not going to, you were talking about the F-150 earlier. We're not going to take an F-150 and, try to get to Florida as fast as possible. But we're probably going to take a Ferrari.
Mhm.
Then again, we're not going to take a Ferrari through a
Through the-
snowstorm
or the mud.
or
right?
the mud, right?
Mhm.
So you have to have the proper tool to get there. And I know when you talk about these in these investing classes, it helps people become more confident because it's not new, it's just a little bit different.
Right.
And being comfortable using different things starts with knowledge, which is these investing classes, and then understanding what those tools are. You talk a lot about those tools in these investing classes. So Al, it's getting close to the end of the show, and we have a lot of listeners that want to get started in the markets, haven't been trading ever. Some people have never traded or invested. We're seeing a lot of people entering the markets now at record pace, which is great, but they're doing it without the proper rules and tools. But we're also seeing a lot of people coming into these investing classes that have been trading and investing, but want to enhance their skills, learn the tools to make better decisions. Well, I think a lot of the people that are coming in have like retirement plans, 401ks, IRAs, TSPs, 403bs, whatever that retirement plan may be, but just don't really know what they are, what they have access to. I mean, think about this. If you're 59 and a half, that's a great time to be using a Roth IRA. So as Al was talking about in that second segment, using that to your advantage. So callers 1 through 10, I want to give away one last set of tickets to this investing class that we do right here at the Academy. Our sponsor, Online Trading Academy, has these classes, several per week. We do these during the week in the morning. We also do these on the weekends as well. So pretty much anybody can attend. They're only 2 hours. And the best thing, Al, what I like, is they're free.
Mm-hmm.
So callers 1 through 10, call in right now for 2 tickets. You're also going to receive the Financial Quick Start Kit. There's a couple topics in there. There's bond strategies and investing time horizons. In these classes, Al also goes over how to manage risk and navigate these volatile markets. Some of those common mistakes that novice investors make, but how to minimize them, but also a lot of the things that we've been talking about today. The core strategy, our step-by-step rules-based strategy for trading any asset in any market. Callers 1 through 10, 952 814 4410. That's 952 814 4410. Al, I know you have great words of wisdom today. Don't let me down.
Well, more words of gratitude today than wisdom, Josh. Monday is Memorial Day. And on Memorial Day, let's remember why we have a Memorial Day. This is a time for all of us to give thanks, for the huge sacrifice that so many Americans have made for the rest of us. For all of us here at OTA, we're thankful for and honor their service and sacrifice, and also want to express our gratitude for those of you veterans who or have served, and those of you who continue to serve today. So we wish you all a great Memorial Day, and we'll see you next week.
That's great, Al. So once again, for one last set of tickets for the investing class, we do them right here at the Academy. Call 952-814-4410. Next week, we're going to continue discussions on 401ks, a lot of talk on crypto, more stock analysis. So don't forget to miss the show, or to miss the show.
Don't miss the
catch
show.
the show next week, same time, same place. Until then, retire young, my friends.